the kickoff. Parramatta defending that southern end of the ground, the cricket ground end during the first half as Leeds brings it out the fullback. 13 metres out from his own line. In the last 3 years, East have only defeated Parramatta once. And that was the first round in '87 when East made it all the way to the preliminary final. In the last 10 years, East have won 5 and Parramatta have won 16 with the Eastern Suburbs Parramatta matrix.
David, with so many changes in the sides, it's hard to predict how they're going to play it. As Russell Fairfax said before the game, the hungriest team is going to win. It's all about desperation to win the 2 points today.
Under a bit of pressure, Leeds, but he got that kick in. Sandy Campbell. Just inside Eastern Suburbs territory. It was all Parramatta early on. They won the under-21s, the President's Cup, by 18 points to 12. And the reserve grade also to Parramatta are only leading narrowly until late in the match and ran away with it 24 points to 6.
And here's an immediate change in the tactics from East with Gary Bridge playing at dummy half and David Truella are running forward. So everyone learnt the successful lesson of South Sydney with George Piggins playing Coleman at dummy half. We've got Truella in there now, but the first 3 tackles were all Gary Bridge at dummy half.
Last tackle against East as McGahn plays it. It's fired out to Melrose. He's got a very good boot on him, Melrose. Both left and right boots he can kick with. It comes all the way back for Eric Growth. There are those, of course, I notice a few of the real experts of the game suggesting that Eric Growth should be chosen for City next week as well.
Well, there's a dearth of specialist wingers around. That's the problem for the selectors, and the Growth is as good as any of them, but there still is this question mark over his fitness to last 80 minutes. And it seems to me that John Mooney's been using him as a shock weapon all season, bringing him off the bench, determined to make sure that Eric Growth plays out the whole season and doesn't succumb to injuries.
Parramatta just outside their quarter line. Clinton struggling to play the ball. It's Henry. Kick up over halfway. It's a good kick, good bounce though for Silver in the end. But some of these players are probably finding it foreign to playing with a leather football. Playing so much in the rain. Good run from Silver. Good to see Steve Morris back in reserve grade for East today too.
Scored a brilliant try.
And obviously he'll put a bit of pressure on some of these in this first grade side for positions in future weeks. That's a lovely ball to McGahn. Haven't seen much of the free running from Hugh McGahn this year, the Eastern Suburbs fans. Truella. The Roosters inside Parramatta's territory. That's Billy Dart who's going to play the ball. Truella. Good pass to McLean. Good defence as well. It's Kenny who took him all in all. Last tackle against Eastern Suburbs. Melrose under pressure, but look at the way he put the little kick in over the top. It just came off that Parramatta player, and alas for Melrose, he couldn't get there, but he wasn't that far away from picking that ball up. He lost it, Tony Melrose.
Taylor put a lot of pressure on him initially, and he managed to get the kick away, and it would have been a very neat piece of work by Melrose if he just perfected the execution a little better.
There's Jeff Fennick, and he's obviously bulking up for his first grade or reserve grade football debut in coming weeks. Penalty against Eastern Suburbs, up inside the 5. First penalty of the afternoon.
Fairly wide out inside the 5. Tony Melrose was the one in front of the referee. Let's see. There's a ref back near the white line and a row of 4 players in front of him. Tony Melrose, the worst of the offenders.
Even though the rule says they have to be back 5 metres, if the referee gets back, you've got to be with the referee. It's basically what it is. The referee measures it to be 10 metres, but that's what you've got to do. We were suggesting that Warren and I didn't know the rules a couple of weeks ago. Now it's 5 metres. I'll tell you now, if you're not there with the referee, he's going to penalise it and penalise it for that sort of thing as well, pinching the ball after he thought that the other player was tackled. Danny Shepherd, the transgressor.
Shepherd back in first grade for the first time this season. Russell Fairfax has decided that he's better value than Craig Salvatore and Paul Nash for the moment. So Shepherd has the opportunity. Played very well in 1987 when East did have a good season.
Henry's kicked 18 out of 22 this year. A very consistent record. Andrew leads though. 15 metres in from touch. About 23 metres out. Chance to put the first points on the board, but it's gone wide. 10 minutes gone here at the Sydney Football Stadium, and it's still Eastern Suburbs 0, Parramatta 0. That's the player that Parramatta fans would like to see on the field, Peter Sterling. And here's Mike McLean. He's made a great break. He's up to the halfway line. The pass is a shocker on the inside. It's going to be ruled a forward pass. But really, if he'd thrown the pass instead of almost taking the tackle, I would have thought Smith had a good chance.
Well, great tackle in just as he went to get rid of the ball, and that's why it's spilled forward. If he hadn't passed the touch earlier, it would have been a clean pass, and Smith was in for a try. You can't really blame McLean. He was sizing up the situation as well as he could see. He didn't know Grove was that close behind.
Very Grove showing his defensive skills again. East have won the only 2 scrums of the match.
It's a big difference because Smith would have scored for certain.
Referee scored time out here.
Eric Grove, I think, is still down injured after making that tackle. He hit the ground very hard.
He made a tackle on a game we did earlier in the year on Simon, the young Western Suburbs half, and he came from nowhere. He's made another one here. This is the trouble. Eric Grove's going to the head bin, I think, or is he? No, he says, I'm okay.
Certainly the signal was, and I think he may have popped the boot from McLean as he made the tackle because he dived from some distance away and just managed to get him by the feet.
In fact, he's gone to the sideline on the far side of the field, Eric Grove. I suggest he's going to walk him all the way round. Laurie with the ball though. Still haven't set one out there yet, have they? Here comes someone.
Brad Atkins getting ready to come on.
And here's another break. It's another forward making a break. It's Izzard. Away it comes to Ticehurst, and he'll score. Great try from Jeremy Ticehurst. Parramatta lead by 4 points to 0. And the second row is Izzard and Langford. Have made some good breaks, and this time it was Craig Izzard who set the try up for Jeremy Ticehurst.
Beautiful work by Parramatta. Perfect pass from Taylor. And look at Izzard. He really is on the fly. He's been working wide of the ruck. For a moment I thought he was going to send it inside, but he knew Ticehurst was on his outside. Did beautifully. Perfectly timed pass. That was a classic piece of football from Parramatta. 2 perfectly timed passes. First of all from Taylor, and then look at Izzard. He had a ball filled that he was going to pass on the inside, but all along he knew Ticehurst was out there. And Ticehurst did it well too.
Leaves. There's the kick. It's not going to get there though. Well wide. And so after 25.5 minutes of play, Parramatta 4, Eastern Suburbs 0. Fitzhenry, Kenny cuts out Leeds, it goes to Grove, and a good tackle from Smith drops him down. You notice where Kenny was? He was on his outside in case he could have got the pass away. That's Kenny with the ball at the moment. Last tackle against Parramatta. Taylor from dummy half kicks for touch. Will it find him? Silver's back there though. Good kick from Taylor from inside his own half. He's almost reefed it down to the goal line. Silver, very elusive run from Silver. Silver's gone straight through. Silver's up to the halfway. Great run. Magical little play, this fellow. Hall, line side, he finds McGard. Back on the inside is Jarvis. Here's Truella. On it goes from Bridge, away to Hall. The pass finds Silver. Back it comes to Shepherd. Now that's Bridge with it again. Now it's out to Campbell. Back to Bridge. Bridge down the centre. Looking for support. He finds it in Silver. Silver started all of this movement. Silver still going. Silver down to the quarter line. Great passage of play. He plays it quickly to Melrose. And it comes from Sherlock to McLean. McLean! Great run from McLean. He looked inside, but there was only Parramatta jumpers there. 10 metres out from Parramatta's line. Campbell, Melrose, the long pass. This is Brendan Hall. Brendan Hall can't get through. 4th tackle against Eastern Suburbs. Shepherd's the dummy half. They go the short side through McGann. Back it comes to Bridge. It was meant for Shepherd again. He's got the ball. He flipped it out of the road. Dart. Billy Dart decides to go straight down the centre. Last tackle against Eastern Suburbs. Sherlock's in a dummy half. It goes the open side. Melrose puts the kick in. It's in behind Eric Grove's wing. Leeds is there going higher. Oh, I thought Smith got there first, but the referee's ruled him offside anyway. Even though he lost the ball, it would have been a knock on. The referee's ruled Smith was offside, but have a look how close that Smith went to plucking this out of the air.
Oh, near thing here for Parramatta. The referee had a very close look across at Smith and the other Eastern Suburbs chasers and decided they were offside. It was a beautiful kick from Melrose. Perfect height, perfect distance so that the chasers arrived just as the ball's coming down. There were plenty of them and up they went and very nearly came down with a try.
John, what was said at half-time?
Well, Parramatta coach John Money's looking to tidy up his kick-chase team and also to watch Truella at dummy half, while East have got to use their bigger men more effectively. Too many hands, not enough yards.
And here's a great break here from Parramatta. They should score. Oh, what have they done here? It comes away. Parramatta have got a chance. They're only about 13 metres out now from Eastern Suburbs line. Brett Atkins is on the field. That's who that man is playing the ball to Woods. And Woods slips the pass away. Ticehurst can't get it. And Ticehurst who made that great break down the left flank. And they just couldn't finish it off, but they really had Eastern Suburbs on the rack there.
Well, as I say, David, lack of finish costing Parramatta badly there. Just pushing the pass, not making him find the man. Great break initially from Barra by Ticehurst, but then they all seem to overrun each other and crowd each other on the long break downfield and then just lost. And we talk about Peter Sterling and ball people to think that Parramatta can't play without Sterling, and they can. They just showed it, but the finish wasn't there. Cool head who could tell the dummy half who to give the ball to, where the ball should go, makes a try out of that situation.
If the penalty goes to Eastern Suburbs, that'll take the pressure off them.
Both these teams must be looking for improvement on their performance in this half. Neither played to their full ability in the first 40 minutes.
There's the other replacement out there. As we said, we saw Brett Atkins, and he's involved in that tackle too. And you'll find all the Parramatta players offside. Brett Atkins has actually come out to replace Craig Izzard. That's a blow for Parramatta. Craig Izzard's not on the field either, so they've lost two forwards at half-time. And Atkins, who's played most of the season on the wing, but played most of his early career in the second row. There he is, number 15. He's actually packing in the second row at the moment for Parramatta.
Izzard was a damaging runner in the first half for Parramatta.
Here's Brendan Hall. Hall, strong little fellow, down to the quarter line. Eastern Suburbs in an attacking position. Truella comes away to Dart. Dart goes down the centre. Fourth tackle against the Eastern Suburbs. Truella decides to go on his own. Last tackle, says referee Brown. 10 metres out, Eastern Suburbs. They come this side through Melrose. Melrose keeps going. Melrose will score! Tony Melrose has scored an incredible try at 4-all. The Parramatta players were left hanging out there like last week's washing. They just hung off Tony Melrose. They hung off him and Melrose said thank you very much.
Melrose did a Benny Elias here. He just held the ball out in front of him, comes across the ruck, but then just dummy, holding it out in front. They held off. Taylor got fooled, so did a few of the others, and Melrose got close enough to score. Well, that's exactly what East were looking for. But look, first of all, Fitzhenry held off. Taylor thought that he was going to pass as well. They just didn't simply knock him over.
Sherlock, the competition's most consistent goal kicker. 19 from 22 this year. There's the kick from Sherlock. It's accurate over the black dots over the two touch judges. And Eastern Suburbs, 5 minutes into the second half, are leading Parramatta by 6 points to 4. Andrew Leeds has the ball.
Those couple of changes in the forwards, they really hurt Parramatta because the loss of experienced men like Peter Wynn and Izzard, who was playing so well in the first half, may have already told the story of that try, because when a player runs across the ruck, as Melrose did, you expect him to pick up runners, and the runners were certainly there. McGahn was pouring through, he had support as well. And the outsiders were just hanging off, waiting for the runners to collect the ball, and in fact that's what happened on the inside as well. Fitzhenry and Taylor also thought, well, Melrose is going to pass the ball.
Now here's a good break. This is Fitzhenry down to the quarter line. He looks for support, he finds it. The ball's gone loose. It'll be a scrum or will it be a penalty? A penalty. The Parramatta player, and rightly so. He was tackled without the ball, and it looked that way from here. Sherlock's not agreeing, but the referee, we'll see here, Fitzhenry.
I agree with the referee. Sherlock made the tackle before Kenny got the ball.
Yes, you could see that he actually had hold of Kenny before the ball came. See, I know it's touch and go, but he seemed to, and that's really what caused the ball to be jolted loose.
If it's quite a bit this side.
It was touch and go, but the referee's decision there, right? Brian Grant, the referee, lives in Lismore.
Yes, we're a long way away from it here, admittedly, but even with the naked eye, it looked, what are we, about 200 metres away from the play up here. But with the field glasses, you can see what's going on occasionally. But at least then, it looked as if penalty was warranted. And so Leeds with a chance to level the scores, 20 metres out. He's about 16 metres in from touch. Leeds, the kick coming around, it's there. 7 minutes gone in the second half. It's all locked up. Parramatta 6, Eastern Suburbs 6. Smith restarting. He might well be a vital cog in this match later on. He's a prolific goal kicker of distance. He really can kick the ball a long way. Any penalties 40 to 50 metres out. Could easily see David Smith putting 1 or 2 over. Parramatta give away many penalties. That's one of their trademarks. It's been their trademark since Gibson went there in 81. It's been continued on. Very few mistakes by Parramatta. Laurie. The pass comes away. Atkins, that looked to be forward to Casado. He's got the ball inside Eastern Suburbs territory though. Plays it forward. No mark. He's got Ticehurst on mark outside him. He gets the pass away now. Ticehurst back on the inside to Langford. But the referee's ruling the pass forward.
Tony Casado trying hard to get the break for Parramatta, but once again he's forced a pass that he wasn't quite able to execute. If it comes off, he's a hero, but it's just gone forward, only just.
Yes, it was touch and go. We've seen many of those continue on. But down that left flank, they've got troubles here. And here's Parramatta with a great chance. David Woods, the pass comes out to Grace. Grace going for the corner. And Grace, he's got the ball down. Wait for the referee. I think he has at the try. Straight from Eric Grace, the 4th pointer for Parramatta. And Parramatta leads 10-6.
Well, a mistake made by Eastern Suburbs. And Parramatta immediately capitalising on it. But that's the way this game's being played. Neither team is really playing great football, but if you make a mistake, it gives the other side the opportunity, and they quickly moved it out. But look at Grove. He didn't have a lot of room to move here, but he gets down low, he pushes off Silver, and then just got it down inside that corner. The power of Grove, he's a very strong man, and Silver, not the most strongly built fullback, always is going to have his trouble, but he just ducked into him, used his strength to push him off.
Grove has been plagued with injuries in recent years. He's only played 35 games in the last 3 seasons. Leads from the sideline. Look at that cut over his left eye. The kick won't make halfway. 10-6 the score. Picked up now by Billy Dunn. He served the dummy half court with that Parramatta player coming back inside as a beast player. Sherlock almost lost that ball. He grabbed it before it hit the ground. 4th tackle against the Roosters as Gilmister takes it up strongly. Good run. He's offloaded it. Now it comes to Melrose. Melrose went looking outside, but there was nobody there. Silver's got it now. Silver, the elusive man, on the quarter line, plays at the bridge, and Bridge decides to put the ball high in the air. If they move this quickly, Parramatta, they could score because there's nobody at home. Ticehurst, he's very good. Back over the halfway. Coming across now is Silver. Ticehurst, he's got away from Silver. Ticehurst down over the quarter line. He'll score himself. Going back.
Oh, great football, Tony Melrose. 2 against 1, and somehow he's managed to stop it.
Woods. The one that comes to Kenny. Kenny gets the pass on quickly. It goes to Laurie. It's gone off someone's hand. Straight into the hands of Gilmagan, who's in an offside position. The penalty goes to Parramatta, virtually in front of the sticks.
Well, I bet you Gilmagan didn't hesitate for a moment to pick that ball out of the air, even though he was offside, because Parramatta must have scored within moments. The defence was just shredded. Parramatta might pick up 2 points, but they could well have got 6. Parramatta came up with a ball here after this bit of loose play. The Leeds quickly picking it up and just throws it loose. Ticehurst from that point had no one in front of him. Silver was the nearest one in the right-hand side of the picture. Did well to get across and at least slow Ticehurst up, even though he beat him. It was always going to be a hard tackle. Really, Parramatta should have been able to tie this one up. Ticehurst decided to go himself, but a ball and all tackle from Melrose to stop it.
Fitzhenry comes on to take over the goal-kicking duties, and he's got it. And so Parramatta, with 17 minutes remaining in the match, lead by 12 points to 6. 20 metres out, Rick slow to his feet, Trewella. Gilmister finds Dart. Dart's gone straight through. He's got that pass away. The player almost was tackled before he got the ball. We've seen a couple of those today. Trewella was the man. Now it comes towards Melrose. Melrose player was in an offside position, wasn't it?
Yes,
Here's Spooner. Eastern Suburbs, 20 metres out from the Parramatta line as McGahn goes ahead. And McGahn's 13 metres away from the Parramatta line. Bridges in a dummy half. Penalty goes to Eastern Suburbs against Kenny. The penalty's not much drop to them at the moment. They need 6 points, Eastern Suburbs, and not 2. And McGahn is going to go for the shot at goal, though, with 8 minutes left in the match. Well, Warren Boland, you're a former captain. What would you do?
Well, I always used to go for the 2-pointers, but I think with 8 minutes remaining on the board, East needs 6 points. I think in this case I would have gone for the try.
There's the kick from Shelton.
Kicks a penalty goal for Eastern Suburbs. Parramatta now 12 and Eastern Suburbs.
12 points to 8. About 40 seconds left in the match. Sharp for Parramatta inside East territory. Brent Atkins, last tackle against Parramatta.
Been a very determined effort from the Eels today.
Atkins' kick will find touch. Will hardly have time for the scrum to back.
And should Hugh McGahn have gone for the penalty in front of the posts? Should the referee have gone for the Gilmister's road as he was trying to score the try?
All academic. It's 12 points to 8 in favour of Parramatta. The ball goes into the scrum. The siren will go at any moment as it comes out to Spooner. Spooner spots an opening, but it quickly closes. I make it full time by my watch. There's not very long left in this match. As the ball comes back the open side through Dart. Billy Dart taking the ball ahead. He's offloaded it to Jarvis. It's gone loose. Dart gets back there. Dart's got it. The siren will go at any moment. The referee's saying, let Billy Dart play the football. Parramatta don't mind if they take their time. They realise that they've got the game won as long as they don't let something slip through their defence in this last few moments. As it goes across to McGahn, I tell you what, if they stop that clock with 5 minutes to go, they've had a lot more than 5 minutes played. They've had almost 6 minutes played by my watch as the siren goes. That's the end of the football game here this afternoon. A great defensive performance from Parramatta. Eastern Suburbs had such an incredible territorial advantage that the defence from Parramatta was too strong. Parramatta defeated Eastern Suburbs by 12 points to 8.